Find the value of x below. Now, for us to find this angle, we have to take note of certain theorems, even with respect to parallel lines and with respect to tangents to a circle. Now, the first thing I would like us to establish here is to look at this chord AB. So this chord AB makes this angle 60 degrees inside this triangle AEB. Don't forget, a line on a triangle has its opposite angle. So this line has this angle, just like this line has this angle in the triangle, and in the same way, this line AE has this angle in the triangle. So a side of a triangle has its opposite angle. Don't forget that rule. A side of a triangle has its opposite angle in the triangle. So if you look at this chord AB has this angle 60 degrees inside this triangle AEB. And again, this chord AB makes this angle with the tangent BF. So this chord now, this chord AB is making this angle with the tangent. So the theorem that should come to your mind when you have a situation like this is that angle in alternate segments are equal. Angle in alternate segments are equal. What that means is that the angle that a chord makes with a tangent is equal to the angle that the same chord makes inside the triangle that it creates. So looking at this triangle now, this chord has this angle 60 degrees. In the same way, this chord will make 60 degrees with the tangent that it is touching. So this angles now is 60 degrees. Hope you got the rule now. That is, the theorem is that angle in alternate segments are equal. So that is how to identify angles in alternate segments. Then now, let's look at these two parallel lines. This line here, that is DC, is parallel to line AB. Now, the theorem that should come to mind is that when you have two parallel lines like this, and then you have an angle in between them. So I'm looking at this angle now. This angle now. And then this angle. So when you have two opposite angles like this between two parallel lines, what should come to your mind is that the sum of the two angles add up to 180. So you can say two co-interior angles or co-interior angles add up to 180 degrees. So anytime you have two parallel lines like this, take note of that theorem. That is, sum of this angle and the sum of this add up to 180. So if this is 5x, that means this angle here will have to be 180 minus 5x. 180 minus 5. So this angle is 180 minus 5 because this is 5x and the two of them will add up to 180. So in order to get this one, you simply say 180 minus 5x, which is what I've written here. So now, coming back to this straight line, don't forget that sum of angles on a straight line add up to 180 degrees. So I'm going to take this angle 60. So let me write it here, angle 60 plus this second angle, which is 180 minus 5x. That is 180 minus 5x. And then finally, this third angle x. The three of them are the angle on the straight line. So this third angle x now. So plus x. Everything should be equal to 180 because sum of angle on a straight line is 180 degrees. So 60 plus 180 is going to give me 240. Then minus 5x plus x will give me minus 4x. And that will be equal to the 180 that I have on this side. So I want to avoid negative sign. So let me put my 240 here. And then this plus 180, let it comes to this side. When it comes to this side, it becomes minus 180. This plus 180. When it comes to this side, it becomes minus 180. And that will be equal to this minus 4x. When it comes to this side, it becomes plus 4x. Please, I'm doing this in order to avoid this minus sign. If you like, you can leave this 4x on this side and take this one to that side. You have negative values, but at the end, you still have the same answer. But I just want to avoid negative sign. That is why I'm taking this to this side. So 240 minus 180 is going to give me 60. And that will be equal to 4x. So in order to get the value of x, I simply divide by the coefficient of x. That is the number that is attached to x, and that is 4. And then I also divide this by 4. So the number that is with x, that is what I'll use to divide both sides. So this 4 will cancel 4, and I'm left with x on this side. So I can decide to write the x first now. And I say x will be equal to 60 divided by 4 will give me 15. So the value of x is 15. And I can put degrees. And that's the final answer. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, share, and join for more videos like this. Thank you for watching.